This is PC Gamer Radio, and with a huge event coming up at the end of this month, I decided to get Lipstickpaddy to sit down and get his opinions on this event. So, Lipstickpaddy, are you there? Yeah, narrator. What's it this time? What you want me to know about, eh? Oh, the big event at the end of the month. Do you not know what it is? You mean the Nvidia event? Yes. What do you want to ask about? What are your early thoughts on it? Well, if you look here at the card, the Ampere card, that is the, the A1, the GA100 GPU. Look how thick it is. It's an absolute very thick card. It's because it's using stacked memory, 3D memory, so the memory is closer to the GPU. It's not on the outside of the card like it is on other cards, meaning faster. It's getting faster. It's like the M2 drive sitting right next to your CPU. They're getting as close as possible for immediate speed from, that's what I like about it. So this is going to be much faster in its memory speed is the first thing off the bat. So that in itself is going to be a big game changer, maybe. Well, yeah, that looks like the card, but can we go to something about the event? Yeah, I've got this one here, and it's the big countdown, isn't it? If I just make this bigger for you. Narrator, do you want to read it for peeps? Sure, Nvidia teases something big for August 31st. Well, this post is from August 11, and I think it's been updated recently, but this one's still interesting anyway because it talks about the significance of the story. It's the 21st anniversary of the first GeForce, and this is pretty cool. Some like historical information here. And we can see the actual, tweet that Nvidia did. Ooh. There's not much in that, is there? Not much in that at all. But I don't know if anyone can remember the early GeForces, but the big thing back then was like T and L, which was transform and lighting, which was pretty cool. And it's nice going forward now as it's going into ray tracing the second version of ray tracing, tier 2 you might want to call it, or second generation ray tracing. Yeah, what do you think about these rumors that are going on about it? Well, one of the things I'm pretty excited about the RTX 3000 series is that there possibly is going to be a 3090. A 3090? What makes you think that? Well, there's a couple of things why I think that. First of all, here you can see that there's rumored to have 24, 11 and 10 gig versions, so possibly a 20 gig version. I think these are somewhat true because if you look at the next-gen consoles, they're pushing 16 gigabytes, albeit 10 gigabytes is, it's 10 gigabytes for the GPU on the APU and 6 gigabytes for the CPU on the APU. Yeah, I'm getting that. Yeah. So I think this is why they'll give it, the lowest one will be 10 gigabytes as it's matching the next-gen consoles. And I'm thinking 3070, 3080, and the 24 gigabyte I'm thinking is the dual card. Yeah, it could be a dual card, but why do you think a dual card? Have you got any more evidence? Maybe. I'll talk about that as we go down. This is all these pages we're showing. I'll put links in the chat, but narrator, do you want to do the title for us, please? The Nvidia RTX 3080, the RTX 3090, and Ampere, everything we know. Yeah, this is continuously getting updated, which is good to see from Tom's Hardware. They are, the leading class of GPU coverage, although Fudzilla also comes in good. Also, Now, you can read this all you want, but as we come down, you'll see all the rumors. And this picture here of front and back, well, these aren't front and back because they've actually been flipped if you look at the card. So if I look at this bottom image here, you have a fan here. And on the other side, the fan is on the other side. So there's two fans. And that's why I think this is the 3090, because two fans directly pushing on both GPUs is what I'm thinking here. And in the center is where all the power management is happening. And I say that's where the power management is happening because potentially you're plugging in your power in the middle here, not on the left or the right. We're not seeing any more pictures of these, but you know, we've got some mysteries here. But I think it's GP. I think we're looking here. I know it says 3080 here, but I don't think that's true. I think they're gonna, I don't know, maybe it is, but I think that why would you need to cool both sides of a graphics card? And I think that's just something which is just keeping people mystery about what it is. But yeah, I mean, for me, I'm very excited about a 3090 anyway. Yeah, if it's a dual GPU card, that'll be absolutely exciting, but it's going to be very expensive though, Lipstick. Yeah. I often think waiting and saving for a graphics card that you want is better than getting it today and wait a couple of months before you can jump up and get the budget for it, or how long it takes is always a better thing to do, in my opinion. But here we go. Next article. Go on, narrator. Nvidia is hosting the GeForce announcement on September the 1st. Likely AMPERE. AMPERE? RTX 3080. Yeah, it says the 3080 maybe soon here. This is 2 days ago, so is it changing to September 1st? There seems to be a little bit of an announcement problems about this, but I do think it's going to be close anyway. So, you know, we'll get something confirmed, I'd say 24, 48 hours going in from Nvidia. Maybe some teasing photos to get us all bubbling with excitement for this event. And you know, here, you know, this 3090 card is absolutely part of the rumor mill now, and is very, very cool indeed. Let me go to, I think we've done all of them now, but I'll tell you what I think though. Yeah, go on, this wife's had you down. Well, at the minute, the most popular card on the Steam is, you know, not the RTX series. I think it's the 1060 card, which shows you that the majority of people all sit on a generation before the current generation of graphics cards, mainly because they have been very expensive and only giving you maybe 30% extra, although it did bring new tech with RTX, ray tracing, etc. But what I think is going to happen here with Nvidia is, to put it simply, I would say they are aiming to give us a graphics card so big in comparison to this current generation, because all it needs to do is do better than the consoles. And what I think is, we are not going to see a 4000 series in the next 5 to 8 years. What? You actually think we're not going to see a 4000 series in 5 to 8 years? Yeah, because if you think about it, if this is absolutely massive, if this is over 100% extra from an RTX 2080 Ti, then it's going to make everybody upgrade. Everybody. And if you know that this card is roadmap to be 5 to 8 years in the future, then you know, bang for your buck, this is it. This is the card you get for this next generation. And if everybody upgrades, like everyone's upgrading to a new console, this makes more business sense for the graphics card peeps, because they need more R&D on pushing these cards out. And yeah, can you imagine if we knew that this card would be so strong and would not be gained any better for that amount of time? I mean, that's what I'm guessing. Yeah, it's an interesting bet, I guess. I mean, for me, you know, Nvidia, they seem to bring out cards every year and bring out a super edition and all this jazz. Well, if you're looking at the card with the 2 fans on it, if you're looking at the memory that's sitting in the middle, that's stacked, all this stuff, they are pushing for as much performance as they can out of this chip. And so, yeah, I mean, why aren't they going for something record-breaking? You see in here, early data says that the 3080 could only be 30% faster than the RTX 2080. Well, why would you want to upgrade from the 2080? And I think this card is going to really shoot for the stars and want everybody to upgrade to the 2080. Not the 2080, to the RTX 3000 series. Everybody's going to want to buy one of these cards because it's going to be the next generation leap in graphics card that we've not seen for ages. So, yeah, that's my guess. It is my guess. And so yeah, I'm betting it's going to be such a giant leap in graphics card technology. But I could be just absolutely out of my mind here. And narrator, I can see you smiling. You think I'm out of my mind saying that. But if it is going to be 30% faster than the RTX 2080 Ti, I'm going to be a little bit disappointing. I'll say that coming out of the gate. It's going to be a bit of a disappointing thing. But yeah, narrator, what do you think about it anyway, this whole thing? Well, I'll tell you, I'm very excited about it. I really am. I want to see really how much extra ray tracing power it gives me, because, I mean, 30% faster in what exactly? Because ray tracing is a different beast when it comes to graphics. So, I just want to see numbers of how it ray traces better and stuff like that. And I really want to know, you know, are we going to see super ray tracing games coming out that's going to really push these? Yeah, I mean, if you look at, let me just go to GOG, peeps. GOG. All right, let's look at this. Cyberpunk. It's $34.91, which is cheaper than Steam. And if you get it on GOG.com, you can share this with your friends, can't you? Well, they have stressed that this game, they've found it difficult to run on current gen consoles, which means if you've got a current gen card, you might be sitting on low to medium settings for this game as it's pushing the generation forward, this game. Potentially ray tracing effects might be coming into the game also, so there is that to consider. And potentially the texture, if you want high textures in this game, it's going to push 10 gigabytes of RAM, so on your graphics card. So I think coming out the gate with these cards, you're going to have Cyberpunk that's going to utilize the cards, and you're going to want this game looking sweet on your cards, right? So yeah, and so yeah, if you've pre-ordered this on Steam, I personally would cancel it and just get it here cheaper, and you can share this with your friend as well. So you could both pay half of this and just download it from GOG for free, because it's DRM free with these peeps. You know, this might even go on piracy earlier than expected. Who knows? But I've definitely pre-ordered it here. Narrator, is this going to be something that's going to be worth you upgrading your card? Well, like you said, if they're having difficulty getting this running on current generation hardware, you know, the game's looking sweet, and I really want to play this at 60 frames a second minimum. I'm not going to settle for 30. And if it does have ray tracing, like you say, then, I don't know. You look at the gig, the textures on the fur here looking really great. And you've got the textures on their faces looking great. You've got lighting oh my god, this game could have a lot of ray tracing effects on it for the next generation. I don't know, but I'm saving for the card. What about you? Well, I'm I'm saving up for the card, yes, but if the 3090 comes out, I may upgrade in the new year, as it's going to be very expensive. It could be $1,000, that card. What do you think? It could be more. That's what I think. Yeah, we'll just have to see. But for me, I love dual GPU cards. I've had 2 in the past, and this could be my 3rd. I love them. They last so long, and they are very, very special. So that's it for me. So I think we've covered it. We don't know if it's coming on the 31st or the 1st. There's like a little bit of confusion with the press, so we just need to keep our eye on this thing going forward. I'm sure it's going to be fantastic. I mean, it's just over 2 weeks away, so yeah, Narrator, it's really good. And I don't know. I mean, Nvidia showing their cards first, and AMD, what they're doing. AMD, I'm not touching them with a barge pole. Their drivers are terrible. Oh my god, I'm never going to AMD in my life again. Yeah, I kind of agree. Kind of agree. I just hope that they get close to Nvidia so that the prices come down is my hope. Yeah, I'm kind of with you there with the price. Yeah, okay, I'm with you there. I agree. Let's hope that AMD come out guns blazing and they're going toe to toe. But it's still going to be Nvidia at the end that I pick. I mean, they've got the DLSS. Could be DLSS 3.0. That'll be something cool too. Yes, absolutely. More technology with Nvidia. AMD have got a lot of catching up to do. And whatever the case, we've both got our PCs ready for the next gen. We're both looking hot for it. So just got to wait for it, really, to decide what we're doing, right? So, Narrator, we're both excited. So that's the bottom line. Yeah, and we'll be covering the event after it's finished on this channel. Don't you worry. So when it happens on the 31st or the 1st, expect a video on this very topic when we know more information going forward. Yeah, one last thing to mention. Nvidia have said that when the Founders cards come out, that there will be add-on cards coming out very soon afterwards. So you might not have to wait too long before you get third-party stuff also, so that's something to consider, that they may be bringing this out sooner than you think. It might come out before October, who knows. Well, on that bombshell, you've been listening to PCGamer Radio 102.4. I'm Lipstickpaddy, and I'm the narrator. Yep, thanks for watching, and you take care, stay safe, and bye-bye for now. Bye-bye, everybody. Thanks for watching. Well, thanks for watching, and if you remember, you can please subscribe and like the video. And don't remember, you can also hit the bell for notices on the channel. Yeah, we've also got a Twitter you can see on our banner, so check that out too. So take care and bye-bye.